a surprise, and he is a union steward, an official with the union at, say it with me, SEIU. 25 agents searched his home from top to bottom. Eisel Baker is an activist who is a contributor to this website. It's called Fight Back News. This is a socialist rag website that gives the news from the people's struggle. Joe's defense, quote, "All we ever did was work against U.S. military aid." Oh, that's all you did, is work against the U.S. military. Oh, okay, all right. He has also previously spoken at the International Communist Seminar in Brussels. He delivered a speech called "A Report on the Labor Union and the Labor Movement." That's great. He was also a leader of the New Party. The New Party, what's that? Well, that's the Socialist Party that claims that Barack Obama was a part of it in Illinois. But Obama denies that claim. Oh, and it's also now known, the New Party, as the Working Families Party. It's the labor unions party, started by Joel Rogers. Remember him, the wizard? Then there's Hatem Abudaya. He is the executive director of the Arab American Action Network. This was founded by President Obama's controversial friend, Rashid Khalidi. Tight circle so far, huh? Khalidi was a professor at Columbia who was a former PLO operative who justified suicide bombings as legitimate resistance. He advocates sanctions against Israel, and AAAN has received almost $500,000 in grants from the city of Chicago. Oh, and the Woods Foundation, where, remember, Obama sat on the board of directors with Bill Ayers. Then there's Maureen Murphy. This lady is the managing editor of the Electronic Intifada. That's an anti-Israel website. Then there's Tom Burke. He's a member of the Freedom Road Socialist Organization, which, according to their website, there is so much to learn from the countless fighters who have helped scout the terrain ahead on which the road will be built. These include not just Karl Marx and V.I. Lenin and Mao and Ella Baker. The Ella Baker Society, oh yeah, that was Van Jones. He started that, and we'll get to him later. Yada, yada, yada. This is an organization that praised terrorist group FARC. If you don't know who FARC is, they're south of the border. They're responsible for November 2005 kidnapping of 60 people. They also hijacked a domestic commercial air flight. And in March '99, the murder of 3 U.S. missionaries working in Colombia. Oh, they are great. They're described as leading force, the leading force in the struggle for national liberation. Wait a minute, like liberation theology? National liberation and socialism in Colombia. Burke was also the former executive board member and union steward in... Then there is Jess Sundin, known anti-war activist, the Socialist International Answer member. She spoke at an SCS national convention. She visited FARC in Colombia in 2000 and concluded that, quote, "The FARC are honest people with serious convictions fighting for progressive social change." Got it? You see any common threads here? Now, all of these people are crying foul that it's a witch hunt by the FBI. The FBI, under the Justice Department. I trust the FBI, but the Justice Department, isn't that where, you know, Mr. I'll decide what laws to follow and which to ignore, Eric Holder? I'm wondering if Eric Holder, I mean, how much did it take to get them to go in and kick these doors down, really? I mean, you've got to believe there had to be some serious smoke for him to do that. One activist whose home was raided urged the others not to talk to the FBI. Hey, police, you hearing that one? Don't talk to the FBI. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? Build a wall against the FBI. Oh, that's right. This is from CARE, another Islamic organization. That's the poster that they said we were misreading. Some of the activists involved in the raids formed a little group called the Committee to Stop FBI Repression. That, if you go to their website, it directs you right to stopfbi.net. Police officers, you should check this out. It's great. Are you paying attention to this, police officers? Because this is who you're standing in solidarity. Because who's standing in solidarity with Stop FBI? Well, it starts with the AFL-CIO. Committees of Correspondence for Democracy and Socialism. Code Pink. Hey, they were over in Egypt. SEIU, Illinois State Council. Socialist Action, Answer. Black is Back Coalition. They demand social justice, peace, and reparations for slavery. Oh, and they also want to free Abu Jamal, or Mumia Abu Jamal, who, if I can remind you just real quick, shot this police officer point blank in the head, execution style. But that's who they're standing with. Also, the Communist Party USA, Radical Women. This is a socialist feminist grassroots activist organization that provides a radical voice within the feminist movement. Only needed one. Also, Bring the Ruckus. They're just trying to forge a path between the Leninist vanguard party, favored by the traditional Marxist parties, and the loose network model of organizing, favored by many anarchists and activists of today. And their final leg comes from the United States Congress. In November of this last year, the Committee to Stop FBI Repression met with the offices of 16 members of Congress, including all of these cats. Oh, look, there's Maxine Waters and Conyers and Ellison, and this is great. The group said the meetings were all positive, with the offices expressing genuine concern about their situation. So what do all these politicians have in common? Far-left progressives or socialists who want to transform America. Gang, the warning bells are ringing louder than ever before. Bonhoeffer and Churchill, I believe, are in the ground right now trying to fashion little bells to ring themselves. America's blood is in the water, and radical Islamist, radical communist, and radical labor union leaders, organizers, know it. They have people sympathetic to their cause, the cause of destroying the Western way of life, and they are using the best, most brave, most beloved of us, the teachers, the firefighters, and the cops,